GP, Maui Surf Report. Today's test is particularly uninteresting for the rest of the world, I'd say, but it is very much for me. I got two Armstrong masts here, they're both 85 centimeters, but this one is non-A+, and this one is A+. You can tell what it says here, but also there is holes for the bolt through the screws that I don't use because my fuse is the short, super short 50 old one. The new one is 52. I don't like it, so I stick to that. I got this, I'm borrowing this, and the first test I wanted to do, I don't have any precision scale, but I read somewhere that the new one is heavier because it's stiffer. They feel exactly the same to me. Sorry, you gotta trust this kind of judgment. I even did I think I should have filmed that like a little blind test, like I walk away and I came back like this and I grabbed one and felt and then felt the other one. Exactly the same. I don't even have a caliper. Maybe I shouldn't do these videos if I don't have shit. But they look like the same thickness, and you would expect that. I mean, I think they're out of the same mold. Why would you do two different molds unless they want to change the thickness again? But the main thing is that I'm now gonna mount them and try to feel the flex. I also read somewhere that they put a different angle of attack. That seems like really hard to believe to me, and I'm gonna measure that too on the board. And then the main thing, I'm gonna do a downwinder on this one and see if I feel any difference while I fly. So what I'm doing, I'm using a stick. I put a mark on the board just to put it in the same place. This is the A+. Again, you can see the hole that I filled up, and that is the mark I made on the stick that sits just right on top of the leading edge. So I now have the non-A+ on. First test about the angle of attack, exactly the same. So let's start busting some myths. Okay, another thing I like to test is the stiffness, which is kind of hard without the proper instrument. But I just go by feel. This is the A+. I'll try to remember how much strength I'm putting and how much the mast flexes. Okay, let's test the flexibility of the non-A+. It feels like it flexes exactly the same. So what I found out so far, the construction is exactly the same. The only difference should be that there's no holes on the side. I can't wait to hit the water also because the wind is blowing. As you can see from this guy here. We got beautiful Annie Rijkaard there doing an interview on the beach, shooting something. Respectfully, the old man sits and waits. Yeah, so the downwinder with the non-A+ mast, it's gonna be absolutely epic, but that's because of the conditions. Mast feels very similar to mine. It feels a little slippier, is that a word? Through the water, because it doesn't have those holes on the side. But I don't know if I just plug them properly, probably not worth the buy. But look at this, absolutely epic. Yeah, it's blowing hard. Wind swell is up a little bit. Let's see if I can place myself in front of this one. Yes, so yeah, not so much difference I can tell already. But feels good, slippery. Slippery when wet. Yeah, there's definitely some size in the bumps today. So far it's been absolutely epic. And the mast feels beautiful. Not much different than mine. If anything, a little bit more slippery through the water because of the lack of the holes, but that's pretty much it. I don't feel any other performance difference, honestly. Look at this. Oh, it's going without me. Couple of extra pumps, and I got there. Now you see that one? I'm gonna treat you. Woo! Unreal! This is so good, you guys. Ho ho ho! The whistling of the tail. I'm gonna rate 20 miles per hour, I believe, on the GPS thing. Oh, look at this. Where am I going on this one? I'm gonna hop over. Absolutely epic. I mean, I keep saying that, but it is. Flying fish all over the place. I guess I'm one of them. At this point, look at this. There. A little whistle indicates I'm going fast. Yeah, not too many turns at this speed. It's more like the downhill even. Oh, but look at this. Well, I don't know, I hope you guys can have an idea of how fun this is. Whoa, flying fish. I gotta do the cutback right there, you guys. Can't you see that? No, get out of my way. No, I'm kidding you. I love you guys. Look at you. Woo, that's better than me. That's for sure. Whack. Nice little sections all around me, always forming, and I'm forming. Look at this. This is the most fun thing I can do in the water. Let's not exaggerate too much. Nice. Yeah. Of course, the more I go, the better I get, and the fun goes up exponentially. Oh my goodness. Who cares about the mast? It's so good. They're very similar, they're comparable. They're the same mast, I think. Nice, JP. Oh. Flying over the waves. So good. I definitely got better. I mean, with the massive amount of ones that I've done, I would expect so. What a foil! Shop 725. Freaking love you. Look at this! I might just put this clip as part of the test, the whole thing. I don't care. It's just too good. Too good! Front of that one I want to go because I can. And chuck! Very high speed, curious to see what this one's marks in the GPS. But there's a reef there, so I'm gonna do a wide cut back here and sail out a little more in the silver paper kind of scenery.